Okay, which lesson shall we do today?
I think
Let me get text to
the could do 9 gold mine, 9 gold medals.
It's a poem, right?
Yes, it's a poem.
Mm. Okay.
Sports is not. Can I
One
start?
minute. 1 minute. Let me get the text. I'm just.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Please read.
Sports is not only about winning medals. They are also about learning the values of cooperation, sharing, completing, and complementing. In this poem, 9 gold medals. The poet David Roth has presented the idea of empathy and how human values are important as a spirit of competition. The poem presents the situations of a race where the context leave aside the desire to win the medal to help us smaller and weaker constant. They all give a
Contestant.
contestant. They all go hand in hand to the finishing line.
Okay. Go on to the poem. Next page.
Have you ever taken part in a sports event? Surely you can recall the excitement during such competitions. Do you remember the effort you had put in the preparation? Didn't you want to win the medal? This poem describes a very small scene here.
Similar
Read the
scene.
poem,
Similar scene.
similar scene here. Uh, read the poem aloud and answer the questions that follow. 9 gold medals. The athletes had come from all over the country to run for gold and for the silver and bronze. Many weeks and months of training all coming down to these games.
You understood that?
Yes.
Okay. Next stanza.
The
Spectators.
spectators gathered around the old field to cheer on all the young women and men. The final event of the day was approaching. Excitement grew high to begin. The blocks were all lined up for those who would use them. The 100-yard dash and the race to be run.
What do you think the blocks are? The blocks were all lined up for those who would use them. Have you seen a race,
Yeah, I have seen.
Especially on TV, like Olympics or some other such international event.
Okay.
See, what the runners do is, this is a 100-yard dash, right?
Okay.
Nowadays, it's called the 100-meter sprint.
Okay.
Right? So, at the starting line, the runners, they bend down, right?
Right.
And they place their hands on the starting line or near the starting line, right?
Right.
There, if you look at their legs, one leg is in front, the other leg is in back. The back is bent.
Okay.
So the legs, the feet are resting on starting blocks.
Yes.
So when the race begins, the starting blocks, they help the runner get an extra, you know, push. Maybe they have
Okay.
springs or something like that.
Right.
So when the runner, uh, you know, he he comes off the blocks,
Okay.
he'll have an extra push because of the springs in the blocks.
Okay.
But when this poem was written, the starting blocks were probably not spring loaded or whatever they are, right? The blocks were all lined up for those who would use them. Whoever wanted to use the blocks could use them.
Okay.
Otherwise, they could stand up straight and bend the body and start the race like that, like they do in Indian races.
Right.
Okay, so it's a 100-yard dash that is nowadays called the 100-meter sprint, and the race to be run. Okay,
Okay.
so that's the final event of the day.
Okay.
Now continue with the next lines.
So the 100-yard dash and a race to be run. These were 9 resolved athletes in back of the starting line, poisoned,
Poised. Poised means
poised.
poised means they're in the starting position.
Okay.
Poised.
Poised
Poised.
for the sound of the gun.
It's a starting gun, starting pistol.
Okay.
Mm.
The signal was given, the pistol exploded, and so did the runners are charging ahead.
Mm.
But the smallest among them, he humbled and staggered.
Stumbled means he tripped. Right, he took a wrong step and he lost his balance,
Okay.
and so his legs don't have the strength to bear him, so he staggers
Okay.
and fell to the asphalt. Asphalt is this road, what you get, the black roads, asphalt. So
Okay.
in those days, the tracks, the stadium tracks, they were made of asphalt. Nowadays, they're made of some, I don't know, some special rubber or something.
Yes.
But in those days, it's made of asphalt. That is, the black road thing. What you find on the roads, that's called asphalt.
Okay.
So he
So,
stumbles, staggers, and next,
uh, and fell to the asphalt instead.
hmm,
He gave out a cry in frustration and anxious
anguish. Anguish is pain, feeling of
anguish.
pain, anguish.
Okay. His dreams and his efforts all dashed in the dirt. But as sure as I'm standing here telling the story, the same goes for what next occurred. The 8 other runners pulled up on their heels. The one who had trained for so
Not the
long,
one, it is the ones.
the ones who had trained for so long to complete one
Compete,
by one,
compete.
compete, compete one by one. They all turned around and went back to help him and brought the young boy to his feet.
Not bought, it's brought. You must pronounce the rough. Brought, bring, brought. Buy,
Brought,
bought,
brought, okay.
brought.
Brought the young boy to his feet. Then all the 9 runners joined hands and continued. The 100-yard dash now
Reduced.
reduced to a walk, and a banner above that said Special Olympics could not have been more on the mark. That's
Could not
how
have
the
been more on the mark means,
yes,
see, this uh, this race, this event, right?
right.
It's titled the Special Olympics. So Special Olympics actually means it's for the handicapped, cripples.
Okay,
Those who nowadays it's called Paralympics. Paralympics. That is, they have these prosthetic legs and things like that. Their
okay,
their legs are cut at the knees or the thighs, and they have these plastic legs, and they got this special feet. Actually, they're not shaped like human feet. They're in the shape of a rubber, like a rubber L with a curve,
okay,
not L with a right angle, L with a curve, right?
right.
So it gives extra bounce, when these prosthetic feet hit the ground, the Paralympian, he runs faster.
Okay,
So they were called the Special Olympics, but this one, see, a banner above that said banner means there is like a piece of cloth,
lot. Like a board.
like a board, yes, and that reads Special Olympics. So why is this Olympics special? Because of this, what happened here. All the 9 runners joined hands and continued the 100-yard dash, now reduced over. So what makes it special? It's a feeling of bonding,
Okay.
feeling of friendship.
Yes.
Mm. So, see there, and a banner above that says Special Olympics could not have been more on the mark. More on the mark means it described what was happening exactly.
Okay.
If you say you're on the mark, you're hitting the target. Mark on the mark means you're hitting a target with something. It may be a bow and arrow, it may be an arrow, or you may be striving for a goal and you reach the goal, so you hit the mark.
Okay.
Whatever you wanted to achieve, like you will achieve like that.
Yes.
So, this banner which says Special Olympics could not have been more on the mark. It describes exactly what was going on. You can see it in the picture, right?
Right.
Mm. So last stanza.
So that's how the race ended with 9 gold medals. They came to the finish line holding hands still and a standing ovation and 9 beaming faces said more than these words ever will.
So when they came to the finish line, they were all holding hands, So
Yes.
it's friendship, right?
Right.
And the audience and the spectators in the stadium, they stood up and applauded, clapped. All the spectators in the stadium, those who were watching the event, they stood up and clapped their hands. So that's called a standing ovation.
Okay.
Okay, and 9 beaming faces. Beaming means their teeth were visible in the smile. Beaming means like, you have a beam of light. So when you have a beaming face, it's a smiling face. 9 beaming faces, 9 smiling faces,
Okay.
right? Said more than these words ever will. So whatever is described here, that, picture of the 9 smiling athletes said more than these words ever will. This the poem cannot describe the friendship of the 9 athletes, how deep it runs, right?
Right.
Uh, this one, if you come to the fifth stanza, he gave out a cry in frustration and anguish.
Okay.
Hmm? So I just go over that, right?
Right.
So he gave out a cry in frustration and anguish. So because the athlete had trained for many months, in probably years, right?
Right.
And he staggered and he stumbled and he fell to the asphalt. So he became frustrated, right?
Right.
And he felt anguish, he felt pain, right? So
Right.
all his dreams, training so hard, wanting to win the medal, all those dreams and his efforts, right?
Right.
All dashed in the dirt. So he fell to the ground, right?
Right.
But as sure as I'm standing here telling this story, this is a poet speaking. Who? David Roth, the name of the poet. As sure as I'm standing here telling this story, the same goes for what next occurred. So what the same goes? Same means all the athletes, all their effort, all their dreams. What happened to that? What happened to all their dreams and what happened to all their efforts? They were all dashed in the dirt, right?
Right.
So the same goes for what next occurred. So the 8 other runners pulled up on the hills. They stopped where they were. They stopped on the hills, right?
Right.
And they were the ones. They were the athletes. They were the ones who were trained for so long to compete in that race, right?
Right.
One by one, they all turned around and went back to help him and brought the young boy to his feet. So one by one, they all turned around. They all went back to help the boy who had stumbled, and they all helped him stand up. They brought him to his feet.
Okay.
Okay, then the last 2 stanzas are over, right? Okay.
Okay.
So next, read this part on page 146. Do you know?
Special Olympics is an international organization created to help people with intellectual disabilities develop self-confidence, social skills, and a sense of personal accomplishment. Among their other activities, Special Olympics conducts the Special Olympics World Games every 2 years, alternative between summer and winter games. Special Olympics offers children and adults with intellectual disabilities year-round training and competition in 30 Olympics type summer and winter sports. These games are also held as national events in some other countries. Special
So do
Olympics.
you know what the summer and winter games means?
No.
So winter games means it's held on ice. Like you have, there's something called bobsledding. Bobsledding means it's nothing but, it's nothing but like it's a thing in which uh, bobsledding, what do you call it? It's like a path. It's like a pipe, a pipe. You cut the pipe in half all along the length. Okay?
Okay.
So you have a U-shaped thing. The track curves for a long distance. And the bobsledders It's made of ice. And the bobsledders sit in the bobsled and the sled is on, what do you call, uh, it glides on the ice. So the fastest ones to get to the bottom. Then you have many other events which are held on ice and snow, right? That is the winter games. And then the summer games, you have these running races, 400 meters, 800 meters, 1500 meters, 5000 meters, 10,000 meters, marathons, like that. Then you have javelin throw and high jump and shot put and many other sports, right? Summer games, and they're held on grass, and winter games are held on ice and snow. Okay?
Okay.
And it's a real Olympics actually. And even the Special Olympics has these editions, summer and winter games. Okay? Recorded. Okay, then anyway, Special Olympics International was founded by Mrs. Eunice Shriver, sister of late President John F. Kennedy of USA. Right?
Right.
Special Olympics Bharat, that is India. The national program based in Delhi is accredited by Special Olympics International. It is recognized by the Government of India Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports as a national sports federation for development of sports for mentally disabled. So this Special Olympics is for people with intellectual disabilities, right? They have trouble focusing, thinking like that. Okay?
Right. Okay.
So it's for people with such disabilities. Now, uh, read the next on the next page. Let us understand the text.
So
9.2.
let us find out what happens in the polio. The brief explanation below would help you.
Read out loudly, Ayan, because it's not you're not audible.
Okay. You must have heard the term Olympics. Well, Olympics are held once every 4 years. Athletes from all over the world train hard to participate in this event. Winning a medal in the Olympics is the ultimate goal of every athlete of the world. However, the setting or the scene of this poem is that of Special Olympics. Have you ever heard of the term Special Olympics? In these Olympics, differently abled persons who have some problems in a particular part of the body participate in various sports events. The contestants put in a lot of preparation and practice. Everyone hopes to win a medal. The spectators are as excited as the contestants.
Contestants.
They cheer and encourage the
Contestant.
contestants. These two stanzas help to create the setting of the poem.
Okay, Olympics. Okay, just one point about that name, Olympics, right?
Right.
Olympics. It was actually They were actually games held in honor of the gods in ancient Greece, right?
Right.
So in ancient Greece, the gods lived on a mountain called Mount Olympus, right? So the
Okay.
Olympic Games mean festival games held in honor of the gods, okay? So the world's there are two events. One is Olympics, the other is the World Games, right?
Right.
So there are two records, one Olympic record and world record. So these are, two of the greatest sports events, right?
Okay.
Okay, now you answer. You didn't write the answers and send me, Ayan.
Uh, I will send you. I
Okay.
will need little bit time for it.
Why just 10 minutes will do, no?
Yes. You want all in-text questions?
For the previous lesson, I'm saying.
Okay. Previous questions.
Previous lesson, not previous question.
Previous
Lesson, that
lesson.
is one we did last time.
Okay. I will send you.
Okay. Well, as soon as you send me, I'll correct it and send it back, okay?
Okay.
All right, normally, don't you should think critically. Am I using the right capitalization? Is my handwriting neat? Right? Am I spelling properly? Is my punctuation correct? Should the full stop be here? Should the comma be here? Am I using the correct preposition? Right?
Right.
What about the verb tense? Is it correct? Is it appropriate? Like that. You can think critically about what you're writing. Also about the content, what exactly you're writing.
Okay.
Grammar and content. That makes up a good answer. If both are correct, then you get maximum mark.
Okay.
And that is also standard English, right? As opposed to, let's say, you know, something chuma, you say something like that. Not like that, right? It's standard English that you're supposed to write.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, so I won't answer the questions now, right?
Right.
I'll wait for you to answer them. Okay? I want it in writing, both the lessons.
Okay.
Okay? So when will you send me? Give me a deadline.
Uh,
Maximum when will you send?
Maximum by Friday I will send you.
Friday.
Yes.
Why 2 days?
Or tomorrow only I will send you. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow at what time?
Tomorrow 4 o'clock I will send you.
4.
Yes.
Okay, 4 because I'll come back at 4. 5:30, 6 I'll come back. Okay, so I'll correct it and send you.
Okay.
Both these. You write the questions, question numbers. Write the lesson name.
Okay.
Then you write this in-text questions 9.1. Right?
Okay.
Then write the
Right.
question number.
Okay.
1. So, and then when you answer, see the first one is an MCQ.
Okay.
Right? So
Right.
you must write 1A or 1B or 1C or if there's a D, you can write 1D. One of them, right?
Right.
So this ABC is important. 1A, 1B, 1C or 1C or, okay?
Okay.
Not 1A and 1B. It's 1A or 1B or 1C, okay? One of them.
Okay.
Then also when you answer, look at 3A. Huh?
Yes.
What do the words gold, silver, and bronze stand for in the poem? So, they stand for the words gold, silver, and bronze stand for the medals for the athletes who come in first, second, and third, right?
Right.
Yes?
So
3A, I'm saying. 3A, an answer.
3A.
3A.
Okay.
What do the
Okay.
words gold, silver, and bronze stand for in the poem? Okay?
Okay.
So you can use words from the question. The words gold in single inverted commas, comma, silver in single inverted commas, and bronze in single inverted commas stand for the medals which the athletes get for coming in first, second, or third,
Okay.
right?
Right.
In an event.
Okay.
Okay. So were the contestant next 3B, were the contestants well prepared for the event? Pick the line that illustrates this. The contestants were well prepared for the event. You're taking words from the question, right?
Right.
And you'll be careful to spell contestants as it is in the question. Contestants, right?
Right.
The contestants were well prepared for the event. The line from the poem which illustrates this is um, okay. In the first
Okay.
stanza, many weeks and months of training. Okay,
Okay.
so that shows they were well prepared, right?
Right.
Or the line open inverted commas, many weeks and months of training, close inverted commas, show that the athletes were well prepared for the games.
Okay.
Okay, like that. So you can use the correct words from the question as well as the correct punctuation, spelling, and everything. Okay?
Okay.
You put in a bit of thinking in the beginning. After that, after some time, it will become natural.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so you'll answer in text questions 9.1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then you want to read or will you?
Mhm. I can read.
Okay. So come to page 148. Part 2 stanza 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Mm.
So, of all the events in Olympics, the 100-meter race is the most prestigious.
Prestigious means it carries the most. It's the most special event.
Okay.
Mm.
Prestigious. The athlete who wins it is remembered as the fastest man in the world. So, for Special Olympics mentioned in this poem, this is the final event. Hence, the most uh, prestigious, the 100-yard race is about to begin. The athletes take position at the
Starting blocks.
starting blocks. They begin to run immediately after the starting pistol is fired. However, one of them
He is unable.
is unable to run and falls on the track. The action was begin
Has begun.
as has begun, and already one episode has taken place. Notice how 8 contestants are strong and run forward, while the ninth, who is the
Smallish.
smallest, falls down.
Falls
He
down.
falls down. He cries out with the pain of disappointment. He has trained hard but does not get the opportunity to show his talent. All his dream was winning the medal are broken and destroyed. Let us see what happened next.
Mm. So you'll answer in text questions 9.2, okay? As
Okay,
well. Mm?
okay,
So when you answer the questions, you must write the question number 1, 2, 3 like that. And if it's
okay,
a multiple choice, you must write A, B, C like that.
okay,
And you can also write what is in A. The 100-yard dash was a long jump event. No. So whatever 100-yard dash is not a long jump. 100-yard dash is a running race. So
okay.
whatever is right. Uh,
Right,
so you understood, right? So you must use words from the question, which will help you spell the words properly, right?
right.
And look at question 2, the word exploded. Exploded is in single inverted commas. So you
Okay.
must also use single inverted commas in the answer. For the word exploded is used for the firing of the pistol.
Yes.
So like that. Okay. Okay. Wait, anything else? Okay. Next page. 9.2.3, part 3, stanza 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Something unexpected happened at the beginnings of the race.
Beginning, not beginnings. Beginning.
Beginning of the race. Now let us see how contestants finally ran the race. Explanation below might be of help to you.
Let's see. Right.
Help to you. Mm. When the remaining 8 contestants saw him fall, they instead of continuing the race came to the help of their fellow contestant. All the athletes had
Dreamt.
dreamt
That
of
E is silent. Dreamt.
okay, dreamt
Hmm.
of winning the medal. However, they readily forget their dream and came forward to help the boy to his feet. Then all the 9 contestants walked hand in hand to the finish line. The audience was so moved by the
Exemplary. Exemplary means it's setting a good example.
exemplary, okay, behavior of the contestants that it stood up and clapped. There were now 9 winners instead of one, and each was given a gold medal. All the contestants they displayed empathy, turning the Special Olympics into a really special one.
Empathy. Empathy means you
Empathy.
feel sorry or you feel sympathy for another person.
Okay.
Here, the 8 runners feel empathy for the one who's fallen down.
Okay.
Okay, that's what is
So,
explained next. Have you ever heard the word empathy?
have you ever heard the word empathy? Empathy is the capacity to understand another person's experience from his point of view. Simply stated, and empathy is the
Stated.
ability to
Simply stated.
simply stated empathy is the ability to put oneself in another's shoes.
Hmm.
That is
Put
exactly
oneself
what
in
the
another shoes means, suppose you see some person who is hurt, or if you
okay,
see some person who is happy, right?
okay,
Then you
right,
also feel happy, you also feel hurt, you also feel what the other person is feeling.
yes,
Okay, so that is empathy. You're putting yourself in his shoes. That is, you become him to a certain extent.
okay,
So actors have to have this ability to empathize, to play their parts. They're playing different roles in a play or in a film like that, right?
right,
So they have to empathize. They have to get into the character's shoes.
okay,
Okay, so that is empathy, putting yourself in another's shoes.
okay.
Uh,
So that is exactly what the 8 contestants had done. One look at the fallen contestant had forced them to think, what would I have felt if had fallen and
if I
they
had
knew
fallen.
if I had fallen and they knew exactly what they had to do. By awarding gold medals to all 9 contestants, the authorities honored their display of empathy, helpful nature, and human values.
Hmm. There are nine gold medal winners, right?
Right.
And you will also have to answer in-text questions 9.3.
Okay.
So you must label it like that. subheading in text question 9.3, then subheading 1. Main
Okay.
heading will be question and answers. Subheading 1 will be in text questions 9.1. Subheading 2 will be in text questions 9.2. Third subheading will be in text questions 9.3. And subheading for each of them 1, 2, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how, that's how you should answer, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then appreciation 9.3.
Hmm. In a line stanza 4,
No. Alliteration. You must read that because that is what it's about. See, when you say you have a title, right?
right.
Here is you're appreciating the poem or the story like that. Alliteration. There is a subheading.
Okay.
So what is alliteration? That is explained in the next part, in the next line. So first you have a heading, subheading, and then the explanation. There is a structure of this, how it's written. Okay?
Okay.
What comes first, what comes second, then what comes third, like that. Each is interconnected.
Yes.
Okay, so alliteration, read it.
In a line in stanza 4, the contestant
No,
sound,
consonant sound, S.
consonant sound as
S, you see, it's placed in sloping lines, right?
right.
So when a letter like S is placed in slanting lines, right?
Right.
It is not the letter S, it's the sound S. What is the sound of S? Sa. Sa. That is how you pronounce it. In a line in stanza 4, the consonant sound, consonant means A, E, I, O, U are the vowels, right?
Right.
And the remaining B, C, D, F, G, H, J, the remaining are called consonants.
Okay.
So the consonant sound sa, sa you can say, right? Sa.
So
Now why is it sa? See, if you look at S in sound, the word sound, sa, sound, sa, that is,
so
that's how you pronounce it.
okay.
So when you have a letter in slanting lines, right?
Right.
It's called a phoneme. It's not the word, it's not the letter, it is the pronunciation of the letter.
Okay.
You can also have words in slanting, but the thing is they're called phonemes. See, this consonant will be pronounced as K, O, N, S, N, Nt, right?
Right.
So we'll look at phonemes some other time. But when you place a word written in phonemic script, phonemic script is C is pronounced as K.
Okay.
So phonemic script is different from this normal script. Okay?
Okay.
So you can have words in phonemic script or you can have letters in phonemic script.
Okay.
So this S in slanting lines, it's pronounced as sa. Okay?
Okay.
Now start from the beginning in a line.
In a line in stanza 4, the consonant sound s
Hmm.
has been repeated in order to bring about a musical effect. But the smallest among them he humbled and
No, it's stumbled, not humbled, stumbled.
stumbled and staggered. This repetition of the same sound is called alliteration.
Hmm.
Here the sound s has been repeated. Find another such line from stanza 5. No specific rhythm
Rhyme
scheme
scheme.
scheme has been followed in the poem, yet the poem has a rhythm of its own. Read it aloud to feel the rhythm. Here are few examples. And a banner above that said Special Olympics could not have been more on the mark.
So when you say rhyme scheme, right?
Right.
So let's suppose, look at that last line, could not have been more on the mark. If there was a next line and it said ended in dark, mark, dark, park, shark, right? Something like that. Okay? That would be a rhyme. Okay? Mark, dark, shark, lark, like that. Okay? Hello?
Yes, yes.
So see, if you have a four-line stanza, 4 lines in one stanza, right?
Right.
The first and second lines can rhyme.
Okay.
The third and fourth lines, they rhyme with a different word, right? You can have mark, dark, right, in the first two, and uh, then uh, like you can have low, show in the third and fourth lines, right?
Right.
So the rhyme scheme will be AABB.
Okay.
Okay. So whichever lines can be the first and third, second and fourth. AB, AB. First and third lines rhyme, second and fourth lines rhyme. AB, AB. That
Okay.
would be the rhyme scheme, okay?
Okay.
And if the first three lines rhyme, A, B, okay?
Okay.
So that is the rhyme scheme of a poem. But no specific rhyme scheme has been followed in this poem. Okay, yet the poem has a rhythm of its own. Rhythm means, see, rhythm actually, when you read a poem, right?
Right.
If it's read properly, see, each word will be made up of vowels and consonants, right?
Right.
So if you have a word like last, right? LAST,
Okay.
it's made up of three consonants, L, S, and T, okay?
Okay.
And one vowel A. So
O-
usually the vowel will be stressed last. When you say last, right? The A is stressed. It's given more, volume,
Okay.
okay? More loudness. So usually the vowels. So when the poet writes the poem, there'll be a regular beat, okay,
Okay.
in each line. Da, 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 da. Like so, it's a rhymes. Uh, it's a what? It's a rhythm, right?
Right.
So, if you were to read this poem aloud, if you read it aloud properly, then you'll feel the rhythm.
Okay.
And a banner that above that said special. So, if you were to read it properly, you'll feel the rhythm.
Okay.
Okay, that's rhythm and rhyme scheme, right?
Right.
Okay, so and next two examples in a standing ovation and 9 beaming faces said more than these words ever will. See, and wherever there's a vowel, you can stress, but no, don't overdo it. And standing ovation and right? 9 beaming faces said, a said more than all the vowel sounds there, right?
Right.
So if you read it, in the proper way, in the proper manner, then you'll feel the rhythm.
Okay.
Okay, so that is stanza 5. So read point 3.
Poetry says a lot in a few words. Here too, the poet has used the technique of not expressing directly and encouraging the
Readers.
readers to infer meanings on their own.
So there's a lot you can read into a poem, right? See,
Right.
for example, not only into a poem. See, for example, if you go back a bit, right?
Right. Right.
Uh, if you go to page 148,
Yes.
okay, 9.2.2, part 2, stanza 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
Okay, there it says, of all the events in Olympics, the 100-meter race is the most prestigious, right?
Right.
The athlete who wins it is remembered as the fastest man in the world. Okay, now what does it
Okay.
mean, the fastest man in the world? See, there is actually a living legend. His name is Usain Bolt. Have you heard of him?
Yes, I have heard of
Uh,
him. He's the fastest racer of the world.
yeah, he's got the world record. Okay, for the 100 meters, 9.63 or something. 100 meters in 9 seconds, 63 hundredths of a second, right?
Right.
He's run in the Olympics, he's run in the World Games, he's run in a lot of prestigious competitions, right?
Right.
You see, each race takes hardly 10 seconds.
Yes.
So his total running time in all his events throughout his career may be about 2 minutes.
Okay.
The actual winning of the race will take hardly about 2-3 minutes totally
Yes.
in his career of about 10, 12 years. But do you know how
Okay.
much he's earned? He's a multimillionaire in dollars, US dollars.
Okay.
You see, so see, when you say he's remembered as the fastest man in the world, right?
Yes. Right.
So you can read, you can, in a poem also, you can read a lot into a poem, right?
Right.
Okay. So, uh, yeah, one more, I think. Index questions 9.1, 9.2, index questions 9.3, terminal questions also, right?
Right.
On page 154.
Yes.
Terminal means end questions.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. You have 8 questions, 8 terminal questions. 8 questions at the end of the chapter, right?
Right.
So you write all of them
Okay.
and also the answers to the previous lesson. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Make your handwriting neat. Use words from the question.
Okay.
Spelling should be correct. Think about what tense of the verb, what's preposition, pronoun, right?
Right.
So will the pronoun agree with the noun? Is it Ram and Sham? They, Ram, he, Sita, she, the pillow, it, right?
Right.
The pronoun should agree with the noun.
Okay.
If you say Ram and Sham, you should not say he,
Yes.
because he refers to one, but you have Ram and Sham as the antecedent. Antecedent is a noun which precedes the pronoun, which comes before the pronoun.
Okay.
So pronoun agreement, subject verb agreement, okay?
Okay.
Spelling, tense, verb tense, prepositions, articles, active
Okay.
passive voice, everything.
Okay.
Everything should be correct, okay? And don't use any computer thing. You write it, correct it, then we'll go over the mistakes.
Okay.
So if I see a perfect writing, you'll know how it will be written.
Okay.
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 Okay. I'll run a plagiarism checker on it.
Okay.
Don't use humanizer also on AI tools. Don't use AI. Just you write it. We'll go over the mistakes you made. Okay.
Okay.
So that you won't repeat. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We'll stop there.
Yes, you can start.
Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.